Again, here's another attempt at a cryptic crossword. Today we're looking at the Everyman crossword number 4069 from the Observer on Sunday the 13th of October, which is currently today. So Everyman doesn't have it doesn't tell you who's compiled the crossword, so you can't get any sort of clues as to what to expect from the type of person who's compiled it. But it's normally a bit easier than a regular Guardian crossword. It's more like a sort of Monday crossword level. And I sometimes actually can complete this without help and relatively quickly, but not always. So let's see how today's goes. And we're going to start just working through the across clues. So take 2 buses back, 1 interminable. That's about right. To outskirts. Okay, yes, I've got this, I think. So 2 buses, I'm thinking the word bus twice. Taking it backwards, imagine it suggests it sort of goes, says back, makes me think probably the word's backwards. And that's about right. Suggests there's a letter R in there, so I think that this is suburb. Let's put it in and see why that works. Yes, so you've got bus backwards there. You've got another bus backwards, but without the S. So take 2 buses back, 1 interminable, i.e. one without its last letter, doesn't have a terminus. That's about right, putting it about the letter R for right, meaning outskirts. Suburb. Okay. Envisages crumbly pie crust. Could be an anagram of pie crust. Crumbly pie crust would suggest, it could be an anagram of envisages. No, envisages is 9. So it's an anagram of pie crust, meaning envisages. Let's use the anagram helper. My brain is not woken up yet. Pie crust. Meaning envisages. So it could end in ES. Or just S. All right, I'm going to move on. Come back to that. Maybe when we've got some help from some down clues. Object. Every man has salad. So every man, it's obviously self-referential. So it could be I or me. Meaning object or object, of course. Every man has could be I've. Yes. So your object is your end. What end do you have in mind? What is your object? Every man has. I have. I've. I apostrophe E. Salad. Endive. Endive. Don't know how you pronounce that. Endive. Endive, I guess. Is a salad leaf. Emphasizes anxieties. 8 letters. Stresses. That's just a double clue. So stresses means emphasizes, and it means anxieties. Uncooperative, quite the opposite. Uncooperative question mark, which, as we've said before, is often, it means that there's something clever going on, some kind of joke, usually. Quite the opposite, au contraire. Okay, seaman, perhaps. On leave, a rest. So a seaman is a sailor, which would fit, but I can't think why that would be right. It can also be rating. It could be AB for able seaman, the shortening for able seaman. Absence, leave. Right, cracking on. Heartless hello, daggers brandished, daggers drawn. So heartless hello could just be HO. You take the middle letters out of hello. And then daggers brandished might be an anagram of daggers. Will that give us enough letters? Not quite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. Daggers drawn. They're at daggers drawn. They're at... Yes, I've got it. So if you're at daggers drawn, you're at loggerheads. And if you look at this, heartless hello, so take the heart out of hello, i.e. just the middle letter. You got HELO daggers, brandished, meaning anagram of helo daggers, and it gives you loggerheads. Misbehavior characteristic of the 2000s, you say. Naughtiness? The 2000s are the naughties. Misbehavior is naughty. Yeah. Misbehavior is naughtiness. And it's naughtiness is is like of the naughties. A professor is Greek, that's lovely. Prof. Don. Greek is often GR. Professor. Brainstorm. Could be one of the professors from Harry Potter, I suppose. I'm going to move on. Poirot's one that's been had by Jupiter. Poirot's a detective. It doesn't fit. By Jupiter. You say, gosh, golly. Hercules. Hercules. Did Jupiter and Hercules have an encounter? So Poirot apostrophe S could be Hercules. One that's been had by Jupiter. Okay, I'm going to little bit of Googling here. Hercules and Jupiter. There we are. Hercules is the son of Jupiter and the mortal Alcmena. So if you have a son, he had a son, Jupiter had a son, and his son was Hercules. Hercule apostrophe S. Posh comedian, I won't react. Posh can sometimes just be U for upper class. Comedian. Stand up. Oh, well, I was just thinking about I won't react and what chemicals don't react. And there's the noble gases, the halogens, isn't it? Are they the halogens? The noble gases, anyway, which are not famously non-reactive. They're used for places where you don't need things. And noble is posh, if you're ennobled. And it's he's such a gas. He's a comedian. Yeah, that's why that's is gas. You know, it's so yeah. And next, the question mark. Sorry about that. I was rudely interrupted by lack of disk space. So we got to noble gas. Yeah, which I think I explained. 25. Act. Oh, I've done it again. Let's make that float. I think it's going to work now. Act as inspiration for puzzle. If you act as you're a muse. You inspire. You don't know. That's inspiration. That's in the clue. Breathe. Let's carry on for now. I think we're going to get some help from these down clues in a minute because we should be able to get some of those with all the help we got there. So perpetual child's play. Perpetual non-stop, without end, infinite. Piece of cake, child's play, something that's easy. No, got nothing on that. Please raise one's Stein in toasting primarily. Primarily suggests look at the first letters. So, prosit. Prosit, which is prosit. A word for cheers. German, maybe? Let's just check that. Prosit. An expression used in drinking a person's health, but here we go. What language is prosit? German from Latin, prosit. May it be beneficial. Ah, there you go. All right, let's look at these down clues. One down. Banksy's materials, stone and pencils, not principally. Stencils? Why is that stencils? Yes, it is. Because Banksy uses stencils for his projects. And we've got ST for stone, as in the abbreviation when you're talking about weight. 14 stone, 14 ST. And then pencils without the first letter, i.e. not principally, not with its principal letter. P gives you ensils, stencils. Bit of hubbub, a din, a geezer offering banter. Now, yes, it just automatically looks like one of those running clues to me, and that it is. Look, if you start here, badinage, you see there, which is synonymous with banter. Now, what about this? Reverse something. Let's have a look at the clue. Take apart so as to understand Lenerbe. Well, Lenerbe, I can see immediately is Brunel backwards. Since I saw the word looks like it might be reverse, given that you've got R blank V ending in E and it's 7 letters. Yes. And if you take something apart, you reverse. Hang on, what have I done here? Here we go. V-E-R-S-E. Reverse engineer it. And Brunel was an engineer, so if you reverse that, that's why it's got a question mark. So to understand Brunel, if you reverse the engine, you've got the reverse of an engineer. That's a reverse engineer. Hope that makes sense. 5 down. Greek character included in audio tape. Okay, it's another one that's inside it, and it's just a letter from the Greek alphabet, which is iota, which you can see in the letter audio tape. This looks like it might be the something, 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 the something in something. It's safe to chase articles needing rewriting. We've got 15 letters here. Let's see if there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, needing rewriting really suggested an anagram to me. So you've got to chase articles. An anagram of to chase articles, meaning it's safe. So I'm going to put this into the anagram helper, see if we can do anything. So to chase articles. To chase articles. Shovel. The bit of coffee, bit of shake. Still doesn't help. We'll come back to that. It's going to be one of those things that leaps out. Choir. Chair. I don't know what might fit there. All right, let's just carry on. Whispering sound as Bertrand heard. Ah, yes. So the first, most famous Bertrand I can think of is Bertrand Russell, which is Russell, I think. But this is a whispering sound. Is a rustle, and Bertrand heard means it. So a Bertrand sounds like. Bertrand Russell sounds like Russell, as in Bertrand Russell, and a rustle is a whispering sound. The rustling of the leaves, for instance. Framed elite soldiers that man had. Elite soldiers, SAS. So if you had SAS there, he, him, his sassum. I mean, SAS is elite soldiers, and then you want to. That man had. He had could be he'd. He apostrophe D. So it could begin with he and then in d. Has me also meaning framed, which would explain the question mark. So like the word framed serves two purposes. But okay. I looked quickly then at 4 across, which I remember we discussed might well end in S. So I think maybe I was thinking, oh, maybe elite soldiers comes at the beginning. So you got SAS, and then he apostrophe D. As I said, he had, that man had, he had, he'd. Sashed is a sash window, a sashed framed window. Sashed window is a framed window, kind of. Bit of a weird clue that, but I'm pretty sure that's right. So this one, let's just have a little look at that quickly now. We've got a pie crust. Pictures. I knew it would leap out at me. There you go. So an anagram of pie crust, meaning envisages, and that is definitely the something. Is something or in. Actually, it's not in, because there is no N in to chase articles. So it must be is, I think, or it. The All right, let's carry on for now. We're working through the down clues for the first time, don't we? Classical musician. Should be able to get this because that is what I am. Reworked her opus. Okay, anagram of her opus. Meaning a classical musician. You've probably seen it. Orpheus. So classical as in the classics. Orpheus was a musician who went to the underworld in an attempt to retrieve his beloved Eurydice, who died by being bitten by a snake, if I remember correctly. Not unknown for Hazel to follow hip-hop artist. Neck. Okay. Okay, this could be the name of a... it's a hit. Okay, got it. I've got it. So not unknown for Hazel. So unknowns, this is how I got into this. I think when you see unknown, it's usually X, Y, or Z, as in sort of mathematical unknown quantities. So if you take the Z out of Hazel, you've got H-A-E-L. And you've got an H and E there. So if we have H-A-E-L, follow hip-hop, and kind of hip-hop music is rap. And that gives us Raphael, who was an artist. So that's that one. Right, 16 down. You can't buy those who've betrayed their principles. Sellouts? Yes, if something's sold out, you can't buy it. And if you've betrayed your principle, you've sold out. So if you are a sellout, you're someone who's betrayed your principles. Now, as I see it, I reckon this might be, just looking at the letters. In resort, in my opinion, as I see it. So why is it right? As I see it. Bored by island suggests an I, letter I. So easiest. It's an anagram of easiest with an extra I. I'm not sure what the word's suggesting. Why does in resort mean anagram? So you've got as, I, see, then another I, it. So it's an anagram of easiest with an I, bored by island. So like the letter I bores itself into an anagram of easiest. But I think that in resort is a pretty weird... resort! Very clever. So you resort the letters of easiest. Cheeky. So this is how, like, by putting like island in there, you immediately see that as resort, rather than resort. Although that's how you see that word anyway, but it's a bit of a misdirection by Everyman. Very clever. Right, 19 down. Tom likes this brief sleep a becoming one. Brief sleep is a nap. Cat nap. Why is it becoming one? I mean, a tomcat and a nap. I don't know why there's an A there. Like becoming one. Tom likes this brief sleep. A cat nap. Becoming one. I'm sure it's right, but I think it's a slightly weird clue. 20 down. In fact, I'm going to just clear that because I'm sure it's right, but I don't know why, so I'm not going to put it in yet. If it fits with these other clues, we'll put it in and try and work out why it's right. The solver. Hazard. Certainly. Yes. So the solver is you as far as the compiler is concerned. If you hazard a guess, if you say, I hazard that such and such, you say, I bet such and such would be synonymous with that. And if you say, you bet your sweet bippy, it means certainly. You bet. Priest raised sick In France, ace. Sick in French is malade. Or mal. Oh, llama. Yeah, so sick in France backwards is L-A-M, lamb. Then ace is just an A, as in what it says on the card, playing card. And a llama is a priest, if it's only got one L. Let's have a look at this. Let's go back through the cross clues now that we've got all the downs that we can. Perpetual child's play. Could be the name of a game. After, later. Nope. 25. Act as an so that could be muse. Bemuse. Be. Act as, to be something. And inspiration is a muse. And if you bemuse someone, you puzzle them. So it's not chair or choir. Clear. Perhaps. Let's have a little look at that again. The something is clear. The coast is clear. It's safe. You can go. It's safe. The coast is clear. And that, I think, is fairly confident to say. It's an anagram to chase articles. Yes. Very good. Oh, we're getting there. Let's look at this one across. Seaman, perhaps. On leave. Arrest. Okay. David Seaman was a goalie, which fits. Why is that right? Lie is arrest. A lie is a rest, and go. It's got to be right. So go is leave. If you go, you leave. Yeah, arrest. So go is leave. A lie is a rest. Gives you goalie. Seaman, perhaps. Seaman is an example of a goalie. Contrary, maybe? Uncooperative. Quite the opposite. So, why is that right? Quite the opposite is contrary. Uncooperative. If you're uncooperative, you're contrary. And quite the opposite is contrary. So it's just two different meanings of the same word. Or same spelling, two different words with different meanings. So that just leaves us this southwest corner, 19 down. Tom, so that looks like catnap. If it was catnap, that would be A. Meaning lovely. Okay, what about this one? Peter Pan? Perpetual child play. Yes. So Peter Pan is a play, and Peter Pan in the play is a perpetual child. So I think we can say that is catnap. So what could this be? Yes. I did say this Don earlier for professor, didn't I? They're not exactly synonymous, but some dons are professors and some professors are dons. Adon is Greek that's lovely. Adonis was a famously beautiful Greek man. And that is that crossword completed. So, do ask any questions or make any comments below, and you'll find the links to all these. I probably should have said this at the beginning. In the comments, if you want to have a crack yourself. Enjoy. Lovely to see you. See you next time. Bye.